Looks like this is the end of Kyle Hot Springs. Looks like they've put up the private property signs. Please close the gate. I'd love to close the gate. And then the authorized personnel. So in the state of Nevada, that is pretty clear. Private property, no trespassing notice. So the sad thing is that I drove all the way out here, and whenever you're driving to Hot Springs at night, usually you plan to sleep there. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm planning. I don't know what the deal is. I'm gonna assume that this is my toilet paper flower. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just driving through the desert at 1 in the morning because Kyle Hot Springs was closed. We're about 30 miles down a dirt road, and I found a better dirt road, so things are starting to look up, and I think I'm on the path. I'm gonna drive for another hour and then sleep on this BLM mountainside. Hey fam. Alright, I'm out here on another Hot Springs adventure. As you saw last night, Kyle Hot Springs was a bust. Alright? Not in a good way, not one of those good busting like a nut. So I am now on my way to Hyder Hot Springs, which is not too far away. I think it's it's a couple hours from. All right, so what I did was I drove through the desert last night for a couple hours, and there's like cool stuff out here where it's like culturally significant things. But for right now, I am making my way to Hyder Hot Springs. Making my way down to Hyder Hot Springs. It's a lot better than Kyle Hot Springs. Oh, I see water. Okay, we gotta figure this out. I think it like loops around or something, but definitely a flow of water there. So let's check out Hyder Hot Springs. On that tricky Google Maps, they're trying to fool me by routing me across private property. So gotta look at my BLM map and figure this out. Well, the cricket swarm is out here. I don't know if you guys can see all of them, but they're a little bit small this time of year. I like my Mormon crickets about a solid inch. So keep growing, little dudes. I came across this large tuft mound. It looks like it's like an ancient tuft mound. I'm hiking around. This is the view. Alright, as I get closer, it looks more like it's just a bunch of lava tubes that have eroded. And this bird is not happy. Okay, you gotta watch for stuff like this when I was climbing up. Right here, I busted my head. I don't think it's bleeding, but it has that like feeling where like it's bleeding. Alright, fam, I'm here at Reese Hot Springs. I think it's Reese River Hot Springs, or at least that's what I have it written down as. And there's not any private property, no trespassing signs, even though I think that this isn't BLM land. So I'm gonna open this up and go on through. Alright, and then the stupid map I used said this isn't four-wheel drive, but it's like an off-road roller coaster sort of situation. And there are some hot springs. Would you look at that? And I hear water trickling. Oh yes. We've got some steam coming off over here. How exciting. Oh, this is cool. It's a like log that's been turned into a pipe. Wonder what the water temperature is like. Oh, it's like perfect. Looks like there's gonna be some stuff in there to clean out. I'm just gonna soak in there. Otherwise, I'm gonna bring my little tub over here. More exploring. And here's the source. We got some bubbles going right there, and then some strong flow coming from right there. So, I'm gonna go grab my towel and figure out this soaking situation and keep you guys updated. And here's the better angle of the log. Alright, fam. I'd say this is a 10 out of 10 soak. There's like some old relic over there in the distance. It's this, it's called Stonehouse. Hopefully gonna go check it out tomorrow. Beautiful sunset. Birds galore. I'm not even into birds, but like there's this beautiful yellow one, and I love the color yellow. And nobody's here. So yeah, with nobody being here, I chose to optimize for the least amount of wet clothes, and I am just blown away at how nice this hot spring is, how dialed in the size and the flow is, and just overall vibes here are 10 out of 10. Of course, now that I said something, I'm sure somebody's going to show up, but even if that does happen, I have to look behind me because there is entire tracks over there. So, yeah, I'm going to keep soaking and enjoying all of this, and then probably make some dinner, and then, I don't know, maybe sleep here. There's no signs that don't say anything. There's not any no camping signs, and technically I'm not camping, I'm just resting after a arduous soak in the beautiful hot spring. So, yeah. Oh, hey, fam. I didn't see you there. So definitely 10 out of 10 after being here for even longer. The amount of traffic that's on this road is minuscule. And when I think about all the times that I have driven along 80 and not stopped here, talk about regret. So yeah, this is an hour south off of 80, which is about how long it takes to get to Kyle Hot Springs, but Kyle Hot Springs sucks. My new best friend is Reese Hot Springs, alright? Me and Reese Hot Springs forever. Oh boy. It sure is beautiful out here. The weather is like perfect. Good morning, fam. The sun has just risen, and I am out here enjoying this beautiful soak. So my plan now is to shoot over into California. I'm gonna go to Bishop because Eric Schatz Bakery. I mean, if you know what it is, you know what it is. And then I think I'm gonna hit up Keo's Hot Pool, I think is what it's called, which is just a little bit south of Bishop, like 10 minutes. And yeah, that's what my plan is for today. About 4 hours of driving and a whole bunch of adventuring. And I finally got hungry, so decided to cook some breakfast up. This is my little setup in here for cooking. I just kind of wedged the cooker, the propane bottle down there, and I'm able to get out of the wind and cook right in here. And here is the final product. delicious egg English muffin. Hey fam, alright, just finished doing some work. Didn't get it all done. I hate that I have to leave without getting it all done. So I am gonna hit the road. Conclusion from this is Kyle Hot Springs is no longer my best friend. Whatever this hot spring is, I'm assuming it's Reese Hot Springs. I have it on the map. And yeah, 10 out of 10. Beautiful day out.